Supercoaches, I wanted to give as much of an update as possible as what we can right now, especially in this head-to-head team I want to focus on first because it does sound like we get a little bit of good news on Galvin. It sounds like he's going to play, but we should find out in the 24-hour team list update at 6 p.m. tonight there, so we'll find out before that first game this evening, which shouldn't matter too much. The main worry I have here is Adam Finnell-Blake, and if he's actually out, what I do in this situation, because Sammy Hughes he'll lock out tonight. And then I've got Liam Henry that'll be playing after that. So I suppose in this scenario, it's a good idea that maybe my old vice captain Loop could be the best idea. So we want to make sure that we do get that right. And in that scenario for me, I'm going to be going with Drinkwater as the vice. And then I'm sitting there with Young as my current captain right now. So again, if Adam Finnell-Blake is out, then there's a chance I just leave him there, to be fair. Like, we'll find out with what Drinkwater does tomorrow. And if he goes well enough, we'll probably just take that loop rather than playing, switching Adam for Liam Henry or something like that. Because he's already going to obviously lock out. So that's probably where I'm at on that front. And then if that doesn't work out, I might go on the little Hail Mary play with Young, because that means I'm in a little bit of strife. So I want to get as much of a chance to go 130, 140, 150 as I can. I think Dom Young has that in this matchup against Canberra, against their left-hand side defense. So that's probably where I'm at the moment. I have 250k in the bank. The one trade I have made so far is actually Connor Watson to Reed Marnie. And I'll have a little bit more of a play around with that before tonight kicks off with that hooking position as to what I do and what price of guy I bring in. Because if I go a little bit cheaper, I could potentially go with an upgrade of Joey Chan there's a few options up there. Not a lot in that 2RF right now because this is a pretty gross position for myself. Whether I play Smithies or Plath, that's always a good question as well. We'll go Plath in there for now. And then Taylor May's the other one. So what we do with that. But I looked at my positioning in the center wing right now, and I'm good with Iro, Strange, Asako, Young, Holmes, Talangi. And with Taylor May, I think I want to go him to Armstrong next week. So I'm pretty sure I'm just going to leave that there. If Galvin plays, we're all good. We're holding Johnson. So I don't expect a massive week this week unless things go well again with someone like Meaney. Obviously there, if Drinky goes big or if Young can go big, we need some big good scores out of Asako and Holmes this week though, because that's been the loss in recent history. Sean Lane gets to come up against the South, so hopefully I think he has upside in try scoring, which I am going to play him over Smithies for that reason. Obviously, Platt has a couple of tries this year as well. And yeah, we just hope that Adam Finnell-Blake does play. And then we've got some good scores out of Reed Marnie and also Api Coruscant. And yeah, that's probably the general play right now for the head-to-head team. Just the one trade for 23 available. There is a chance I do make a second, but I think it's an awkward one, to be fair, with the situation with Chan at 323 and then with Taylor May at 434. There's not a lot of clear guys we can go to that I think are really, really slam dunks. I think I'll wait for Armstrong and then probably just wait till next week and make the odd one or two trades and have enough left in the bank for round 14 and these types of numbers there. So that's the head-to-head team for now. We have a league matchup against the 3rd ranked team and then the 17th ranked team. So that'll be fun there. Let's go into my overall team now. And so for my team now, I've made one trade this week. And again, I had Watson in this side and he was in the 2RF position. So I've traded him straight to Ewan Aiken. I think that's a pretty simple one there. He's going to cover all 3 of the major buys there. Also that minor in 17 and 20. So he covers a good portion of games here. We won't miss him too much in round 18. Round 14 we will for sure. And is Jewel there if we do want to trade out a center wing at some stage and bring Aiken down, which I think is unlikely. It gives us that extra little bit of flexibility there for sure. My team here is in a much better position than that of the head-to-head side for this week especially. And you see there Josh Curran's got the VC. That's just because I think I am going to be going for Drinkwater as my captain this week. Again, I could change this over the rest of the afternoon, but I think that's the way I will be playing it, is that Drinkwater will be the straight captain. I've done some vice captaincy stuff in recent weeks and it hasn't worked out too well. Like last week, I think it helped me with the trade that I would have had to make in the end, but I probably would have captained like Val Holmes in the end. So I'll take that 114 from Hines. But yeah, so full out this week, but he returns next week. Will be really good. Center wing is in a solid position. My only thought here was if Galvin is good to go, I probably want to play him over Iro just in that matchup. Iro against the Roosters not against the Roosters. He was the Roosters last week against Penrith, and Galvin up against Cowboys. So I think that might be the one that kind of moves around in that scenario. But we'll wait and see on if Galvin is actually fit, and if he is, I think I'll play him over Iro in this one. Although Kale, he's definitely due for a try, that's for sure. I have Eli Katoa along with Aiken. Happy with both Fermor and Crichton, so two are really strong. Happy enough with my front row forward now that Curran's starting. Terrell May looks like he'll get a good little stint out there. Coruscant much better last week. Sam Walker's probably the only kind of worry there, but he is up against Canberra this week, so I think he'll be fine. Hines, Brown, probably play Galvin. Center wing's good. Fuller for next week, and Drinkwater. I'm very much hoping for a big week this week, as I said in the previous part, with Holmes and Osako hopefully doing well. And then Isaac Tungo to do solidly again and get a good score out of Walker. And I think we can finally have that massive week that I've been wanting and needing to get down really far in those ranks. So very much most likely for me this week, just the one trade. I want to get that extra player in there that's going to sort us out for the next bunch of weeks. And that is Euan Aitken. Super excited for that one to play out. If I just make the one trade, I'm not in the worst position with 22. Obviously no boost, but I think next week we're pretty well set for round 13 as well, pending any injuries. And we'll count those numbers while we're here. Now we've got Brayley, May, Curran, Hughes, so 4 to start. We've got Aiken is 5, Kaipi Paul, and Smithy 7. Walker's going to be 8 most likely, hopefully anyway. You got Brown for 9. Then have Isaac Tungo 10, Iro 11, Sako 12, Strange 13, Blaze Talangi 14, Fuller and Drinkwater 15 and 16. So I definitely don't need any more round 13 players, that's for sure. And that's how we're going to leave it. So one trade this week, hopefully no trades next week. I don't think I definitely won't need to, unless I lose 5 players or something, which is hopefully unlikely. So a really good position for that. I'll leave it. Heading into round 14, we might have to make 1 or 2, just based on where things are at. Thankfully, a few of these guys are missing round 16 instead of round 14 there. And I've got, Osako and Strange missing that 14 number. I've got Garrick back for that. Fuller's going to miss 14. Drink, you'll be fine for that. Walker will miss 14. Hines should be fine. Fermor will be fine. Crichton, not so much. Katoa, yes. Aiken, no. Pierce-Paul, yes. Smithies, no. So, yeah, we'll definitely need some trades coming into round 14. But that at the moment is where I'm looking at. Aiken, I could just leave that trade as well and leave Watson there. He's going to be out round 14 anyway. So, yeah, do I trade him for another round 14 guy? But Coruscant, Brayley will be good. Curran, Hughes, Wilson will be back as well. So I'll check in with those numbers after this video. But that's where we're at for now. Hopefully a really good score that this week and next week. Push ourselves back in the top 5 4K and give us a good chance of making a run at the top 1,000 there. So I'm excited for this week. I wish you all the best of luck, and we'll see you in the next one.